I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, man. This beat gets better day by day. So glad I made it. Hey, man. What's going on, world? Hey, man.
We talk down.
We here, baby. Hey, man. We gonna talk about something today. We gonna enjoy talking about something today. I love looking at y'all, man. You know, hey, whenever y'all see this, y'all give that man a hug, man. Hey, that man need a hug, dog. Hey, man, I'm glad y'all came back for another episode of Thing 1 and Thing 2.
Yeah, man.
Talk about something crazy that, you know, we here though, right? Ain't it? It's all good though, man. But, hey, Brother Mormon. Hey, man.
What's good, man?
Look,
What's
man,
up?
I just had to turn the microphone on because we kind of digressed for like 13 hours before we decided to actually record something.
Yeah.
So, in the midst of that, we just kind of jumped on in there because it was about to get good, and you know when he get good, I gotta catch it.
Look,
I gotta catch it while I can. But hey, man.
All church down.
Hey, man, how you been, brother? How you been? I mean, it's been what, 24 hours since I saw you.
Man. Look, I mean, I'm blessed to be here.
Yes.
I'm blessed to be here.
Hey, I'm glad. You know what? I am blessed that you're here. You know, I'm blessed that we're here together. And we still in this.
Hey, man, look, it almost didn't happen today. I'm going to tell y'all the truth.
I mean, if you only knew, you knew. Because
yeah, man,
it was reciprocated on both ends.
I'm talked out, y'all. Talked out.
Hey, but I'm glad
this week
that I'm glad you said that because that's one of the things we're gonna kind of go off the cuss right now because like you said, he's all talked out. So what? Put your feet up, Brother Mormon.
Oh,
relax and unwind, and just welcome to the couch. So why are you all talked out?
Oh, you want me to talk?
Yeah. That's the problem of.
No, I thought you were saying you were finna take over this journey train.
That's not
today.
That was the whole purpose. You know, it's kind of one of those situations that you sit back and be like, yeah. I just don't feel like it today.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you want to come help me do the same thing you don't feel like doing?
No, not really.
Yeah, what?
Hey, man, we're being honest, right?
Yeah, I want you to be honest, but at the same time, tell me, what is it that you want to be honest about? Do you feel some type of way for some reason?
That's a good question, man. I don't know. Sometimes you get busy. And busy for me is, I don't know, man. That's a great question.
Well,
yeah, go ahead. That's a great question. I had to think about that one for a minute. That's a good question.
Like the reason why we start talking on mic is the same reason we gonna keep talking about it.
Yeah, is
that sometimes you can actually be, as he say, all talked out, you know, but churched out, worked out, everything. Yeah. Because a lot of times our passions go deeper than we realize.
Yeah.
Than when we put too much in it, and there's something that happens within it that normally when you just put enough in it and something happens, okay, you got enough to deal with what tripped you up or a situation.
Right.
But when you going in hard, then something happened. It just, I don't know, it builds a certain different type of tension, of frustration, and because people not on your level or trying to put in half of what you're trying to put in.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and be the first to say what we're talking about, or what I'm talking about. I'll say it's my fault. Why would I say it's my fault? Because I mean, expectation for one. Circumstances are going to be circumstances, and what I mean by that is, on the days that it's going to rain, it's going to rain. But what do you do on the days it's going to rain? We got gear for that. You got umbrellas, you got poncho, rain boots, you got wet weather gear that, waterproof stuff. So you prepare to wear your whatever you need to wear for the rainy days. So that's how I think about circumstances. Sometimes there are some circumstances that just show up. You don't have to accept those circumstances. You don't have to conform to the circumstances, but let's be honest, most of us, we get into a rut sometimes where we go away from what's been working. So, I'll be the first to admit, like, you get those times where you're in your word, you're praying daily, you're talking to the Lord like you're supposed to, and then today, at the time that I was supposed to read, you call. Right. Now we have to talk or have a meeting about something. Oh, so I'll do it later. Next thing you know, it's 3 weeks later, I've developed another habit that replaced my time with God. Now I'm talked out. Now I'm tired. Now y'all, not to say anybody individually, but now y'all are wearing me out. Yeah. But I'm not putting the blame on the circumstances. I'm going to put the blame on myself. So you have to learn how to reset in a way. Like, you
charge that battery that we was talking about.
You charge that battery, and also think about what happens, right? You're putting the work in. Yeah. You're going. Computer dies. God, dog. Now you just got upset that your computer died, right? Right. What happens when you go get the charger, you plug it up, comes back on? I don't know about anybody else, but on my Mac, what my Mac says, would you like to open what was auto saved? Right. So guess what? Everything that I've worked on, everything that I was doing is still there. So that's why I say this is my fault type of thing, because what I've already worked on, the time I spend with God, the word that I know that works, it's auto saved. Yeah. I just gotta plug back up, recharge the battery, and go off of what's been saved, go off of what's true, go off of what's right. So
but the question is when do you know when to plug back up?
Oh, you know the moment when you put to the side, oh, I'm supposed to read, but I ain't gonna read right now because I'm gonna go deal with.
Right, but
then.
You do know then, but at the same time, what end up happening is that
something like the 3 weeks later.
You're 3 weeks later. So let's think about the 22nd day, because it's 21 days or something to happen, right? Yeah. So 22nd day, when you start realizing, or beyond then, you start realizing what you missed out, or what you eliminated, and how is this taking over your life compared to before. How do you see that, and how do you identify it to know exactly when you need to go ahead and plug back up?
Well, like I said before, the word is the word.
The word is the word.
The word will never change. And the word helps you to, even when you get out of those busy moments, to identify certain things. You get that's a part of the autosave stuff. There's some stuff that's downloaded in you that ain't going nowhere no more.
Yeah, right.
It's always there. The Holy Spirit is always with you. Yep. You don't have to ask God to come down and walk with me. It's already walking with you. Right.
You gotta activate it. If you don't activate it, it ain't gonna work.
And you have to bring your flesh under submission daily. It talks about that. Thoughts will pop up all the time. You have to cast those thoughts out that are not of God, that are not good. Right.
Now, as we say,
there's still a choice though.
Free will.
It's still a choice, because there's most days I know I need to go pray. You convince yourself, No, I ain't gonna bother God right now.
Right. But and like you say, it's no different than when you know you went in on the holidays and you need to go work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that nudge that you do hear yourself.
Yeah.
That's the same time you should be reevaluating,
Right.
replugging up, especially in the word.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you're running across flesh people that are triggering you. You didn't get a chance to recharge your battery, so guess what? It's time to re-up so you can be able to make it past lunch.
Right. And we gonna talk real.
Hey,
The devil is real. The enemy is out to destroy you. Think about how many times, I don't know if anybody else did it, but I'll say myself, how many times you sat down to pray and talk to God, and this could be good thoughts. Within the time you meditate and talking to God about something, you done jump to 3 other
mental thoughts. I said that country mental.
You done jump to other thoughts. I remember sitting down just this morning talking about, just honoring God, thanking God for being who he is, thanking him and celebrating him. And in the middle of focusing on honoring God, I'm thinking about something that can help us at church.
Wow.
Not that's not a bad thought.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But even the enemy will use good things just to throw you off.
That moment of worship.
God, thank you for all you've done. I'm just gonna sit here and think about it. Hey, you know what? We can actually work on doing this at church.
Yep.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Right.
Yes, we can, but
let me focus on honoring God.
How many times have people sat down to read the Bible and fell asleep? If you ever notice, every time you try to read the Bible, boy, you get real sleepy, don't you?
Yeah.
You know what helps me even in those times? I read out loud.
Yeah, that does help.
I pray out loud.
I tell my girls that all the time.
I don't, I'm not saying nothing against, of course we pray in the spirit.
Yeah.
But if I'm just sitting here and let's just say I want to thank God for something, I could sit here in quiet and just thank him and talk to him. But that I identified sometimes how the enemy can play on that. So I'll just sit down. God, you know what? And I put so much emotion into it because now I'm not gonna give you room, and I'm now I fell asleep.
Right, and you did exactly what he wanted you to do. Because guess what? That same time you dozed off for that 20 minutes that you only had, now he has infiltrated your mind to distract you on rebooting with the word that you intentionally was trying to get. But the thing about it though, how do you work past those times? How is it possible in that sense of moment to realize how do you retrain yourself to get back to that?
So
and I'm not,
I know you're not asking
you,
me, right? Yeah, I was just going to say one thing that God has also given us is the ability to put things in place, right?
Yeah.
So, for instance, let's talk about one of the things that a lot of people, most men struggle with. Let's talk about pornography, right? Now, what do we have out here? Apps.
Oh yeah.
You got so many apps that you can put. Now, I'm not talking about, well, I can break the. Let's just talk about what you can do to help you not search porn on your phone, right? Now you can put on there apps that keep that away. Give somebody that you trust the password to it.
Yeah. Set this.
Now you got screen, even for social media, you got screen times on your phone where you can set to say, at this time when I'm going, if it just shuts off, now I know, that was my limit that I placed for myself.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got self-help type of thing. That's why I'm saying, like, to retrain yourself on certain stuff, you got to dumb it down for yourself. I think we was talking one other day and said, you know why they got books called such and such for dummies?
Yep.
We're not calling you a dummy, but it's
Right.
just dumbing down.
Simplifying it.
It's simplifying. Hey,
Yeah.
if I struggle with being on the internet, let me put a block on my phone and say at
Right.
8 o'clock, I
Yeah,
don't got no
we
internet
don't-
service.
You're going to shut down.
And guess what? Of course, you're going to say, man, let me put the password in there because I just want to look at something. But that's why I say go further. Let me give
Right.
you the password.
Yeah, and that's that other level of accountability too.
Accountability.
You know, because now if you had the time to sit back and say I'm struggling with this
Yeah.
to somebody,
Yeah.
so now that means you want to work it out.
Right.
You know, you identified your problem,
Right.
so now you want to backward plan.
Right.
What
And-
can you do to stop this from happening?
Like-
And you need
and let me-
somebody to keep you updated.
And let me say this, man. I know I'm
Yes,
I know
like
our-
always.
I know our Bible people probably gonna be mad at me, but let me say what I've learned.
It's okay.
When you go to AA and all that stuff, what's the first thing they tell you?
gotta
To say,
stand up.
I identify that I'm an alcoholic.
Yes, sir. That's the thing I was thinking about.
No,
Uh-oh.
I am not an alcoholic.
There you go.
I am not addicted to porn.
There you go.
I can break the cycle.
That's right.
I'm not going to sit up and humiliate and give light to the dark side to say I am an alcoholic.
Yeah. And now you
Oh,
stuck
now
in your
that you
head.
identified it, let's deal with it. No. I am not an alcoholic.
Right.
Now that you've proclaimed that, let's deal
work
with
it out. You know, we should tell them let's go to a meeting and tell them to change that.
Hey, let's change that.
Yeah. Cause that's exactly what it is.
Let's stop saying I have a struggle with it.
I
had a
Yeah.
struggle with it, and
Yeah.
today it is broken.
Right. Because we do that biblically, you know, or we try to train ourselves to not speak life into a certain illness or a certain disease or
Right.
whatever it is. I
Right.
don't care if
Right.
I don't care if you got a problem biting your nails.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
You
Man, I'm a
used to-
nail biter. No.
No.
I
Right.
am no longer a
Right.
nail biter.
Right.
Speak that over yourself.
Right. Yeah.
Change, and that's what I said. Sometimes it could come off as a good thing,
Yeah.
and those good things, if it's not biblical,
Right.
if it's not of the word, then it's wrong. Like I get the meaning behind saying stand up and say I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah,
that means
yeah.
you're identifying that you know
Right.
you showing that humility that hey, this is what I am.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
The
It's-
Bible don't tell me to stand up and
Right. and,
say
and
what-
state claim of
the Bible say I'm already healed.
yes, sir.
The Bible doesn't
Yes,
say
sir.
Jesus had died on the cross, but no, Jesus died for all of this. He died for this. Hey, you got cancer. Hey, I understand that's what that's what it is, but I had cancer. Just as fast as you telling me it's here, it's about to be gone. Because I know I know a man. That's what about that. Hey, I know a man. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So-
I know a man named Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I
That's,
know y'all don't be too mad at me, man.
it's fine.
I know some of us have been in the AA classes, and
Yeah,
you know,
no disrespect
I
to
went
that.
through that.
Yeah.
I'm an alcoholic. I no.
But when you know better, you do better. You
true.
know, and now that you have used the tools to retransform your way of thinking,
Yeah.
now you can go ahead and move forward in rebuilding that
Yeah.
for yourself, for the people around you, and especially for your mind.
Yeah.
You know, you just have to, because if you don't, that's where it tears you down at. We just both reflected on that whole process.
Right.
The reason why we brought this up
Yeah.
is because we run around, not say we vegans or anything, no disrespect to
Yeah.
vegans, but we put ourselves in a mental situation
Yeah.
that was tearing us from the inside out,
Yeah.
and couldn't nobody ever see it until it was publicly sown. But at that time, woo,
man.
we in this joker like crazy.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You know what? But this talking
man.
about this also took me somewhere. I'm glad we're talking about it now. But this morning during my my time with God, it took me to, you know how we always talk about the promised land, right?
The promise.
And those people spent 40 years in the wilderness. This is what I also got out of that. Even though what we talked about in the refinery episode,
Oh yeah.
you know, sometimes God places you in the wilderness, and the wilderness don't always have to be a bad thing. But God didn't have it planned for them people to spend 40 years in the wilderness.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So sometimes it's on you. That's why I was saying, stop saying I am an alcoholic. No, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I am not an alcoholic.
Right.
We will no longer stay in this wilderness, not getting to what God has promised us. We will make sure we honor God. We are going to follow Him. We're going to stand on His word.
Yeah.
Just that fast. They could have been in and out.
Yeah. That's so true.
So it makes you think like, wait. So even in my wilderness, sometimes we're like, I'm still stuck in here because I haven't learned something yet. God wants me to learn something. No,
man,
you probably learned it. You just
you just still here. You haven't taken the
mindset.
Right. You haven't put yourself in the proper situations to retransform your mind to focus on getting out. Wait.
I'm in the
this
wilderness.
Ain't the promise.
No. I was in the wilderness.
Yeah.
I got the instruction.
Yeah.
It's time to move.
How you move is up to you. Hey, what do you say? You can lead the horse to water, can't make him drink it. You can't make him drink it.
Oh man.
Hey man, that's good, bro. You know,
that makes you go deep.
I know.
It makes you go deeper.
Yeah, man.
It makes you not just stop at, hey, I'm in the refinery moment.
Right.
I'm in the wilderness. And I'm gonna be here as long as the Lord needs me. The Lord didn't need them folks in the wilderness no 40 years.
First of all, the Lord don't need you to do anything. Let's start there. The Lord is trying to teach you how to do it for yourself. That's quote.
Hey man, look. Your mind, man. Your mind.
Hey, you better get your mind right.
Two quarters make 50 cents.
2 quarters make 50 cents.
Two quarters make 50 cents.
Hey, shout out to Pops.
Hey, man, you gonna barbecue a meal, dude. Pop, I want to eat.
Hey, man, we need to drag this down there to South Carolina again.
Man, yeah, we need to go to South Carolina again, man.
Oh, man, that's good, though. But, man, this is exactly what it need to be.
Yeah.
I'm glad we talked about it because this is just one of those things that people, they fight with daily, but you don't realize you fighting until it's too late. Just, I hate to go there with it, but, you know, gentleman, DJ, you heard this DJ that was on Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, wow.
It's I vaguely bring that just because when I was doing my research, it's like, what would impel somebody to go to that extent to do that? You know what I'm saying? When you're leaving behind a wife and 3 kids, you know, it's a lot of mental things that happen to a person that you just don't realize until it's too late. And sometimes it ain't no going back. You know, so just to wrap that in there, don't even let the stress of things you can't change affect the things you can change.
I'm with you.
It's hard, man.
I'm gonna tell y'all something about this, man. I'm gonna speak different about it.
Hey, you can.
Let me look.
Yeah, but it's real.
Look. As fast as y'all go to Facebook and social media and writing all this heartfelt stuff, everybody becomes a philosopher.
Yeah.
All right. You never check on your strong friends. You never know what they going. The word is the word.
Yeah.
Just I'm just gonna stay there.
That's it.
Just
I agree.
Stay in the word.
I agree. That's
just stay in the word. I mean,
and that's where we're gonna leave it.
yeah, just stay in the word. I'm not even gonna go down that road. And
it's a rough one, but it is.
That's
a whole
episode.
different situation.
Yeah, that's a
just
whole
because it's a whole nother struggle. But yeah, man, it's like I said, you gotta keep your mind right.
Yeah.
You know, don't let the struggles of the world mentally tear you down.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not really gonna do anything for yourself or for your house.
Yeah, man.
But just stay in that word.
Get back to the basics. You know what? I get back to the basics. Yes, I have the Bible out on my iPad, my phone. But sometimes you need to get that hard back. Sit down.
Yeah.
And read. Guess what? Can't nobody text me from my Bible.
Facts.
Can't nobody send me a message. Can't nobody call me but the good Lord from my Bible.
Right.
And this is what going with the question you ask about how do you know, how do you get back to that reset of if you know you struggle with your phone and it going off, go buy a Bible.
Yeah.
Leave that phone in one room and go in the other room. And this is for everybody who wants to get up. Like, I want to get up at 5, but it's so hard, man. I hit that snooze button. I go back to sleep. Put that alarm on the phone and put it across the room.
Right.
Where you got to get out the bed to turn it off.
I used to do that when I was that problem.
Right.
And couldn't get out.
Now, guess what? Now, you done got out the bed, went over there, cut it off, and got back in the bed.
Oh, yeah.
That is that's on you.
Exactly. You ain't trying to spend your time with him.
And put look, you got 4 bedroom, put an alarm in all of them. Now you got to get up and go. You got to go turn all this stuff off.
Don't be a light sleeper.
Hey,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but you just got to do things to actually make yourself accountable.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
Hey, man.
Yes.
Appreciate that. I do. I appreciate it. Hey, man. Like I said before, man, we appreciate y'all coming through today. I think we mastering the art of hitting our topics and jumping on out of there. We might give you a long episode today. We might give you a short one tomorrow. But the key behind it is what we focus on is we gonna give you one,
Yeah.
But shout out to Mo Ready and take that Samsung for this dope video. Ooh, gotta love a good song. But hey man, until next time, we definitely appreciate everything that y'all been doing. Don't be afraid to tell us what you think about this episode.
Yeah.
Because we want to hear from you.
Yeah.
We might not pay attention to it, but we'll read it though. But we love y'all. Peace.